There is one teeny tiny thing that you can do to make sure your library's emails not only make it into the inbox of your recipients, but also build a connection with the people who sign up for your emails. And it only takes you 5 seconds to do this. I'm going to share that tip in this episode of the Library Marketing Show. Hi, everyone. If you're new here, I'm Angela Hursh. My blog is superlibrarymarketing.com. If you head there, look at the top of the page for the Library Marketing Show tab. I'm happy to answer questions that you might have in a future episode, and you can contact me there. I also love to highlight what libraries are doing in the marketing space. We're going to start today's episode with Kudos, which is going to the Seattle Public Library. If you haven't been following along, over the Memorial Day weekend, they had a ransomware attack that basically brought their entire digital system down. Computers, access to their catalog, access to their website. It was all wiped out. It was a big deal. And it has taken them about 3.5 months to get back up online. I am giving them kudos today, not only for that work to get everything back online, but I want you to go back and look at their social media over the last couple of months, because you're going to see a really great example of how to communicate this difficult conversation and situation with patrons. This is crisis communication at its finest, and I think Seattle Public Library deserves some recognition for handling the situation the way that they did. So kudos to them. All right, now for today's topic, which is all about the friendly from line of your library's emails. Have you ever thought about what's in there? Most of us don't. A lot of marketing software has something generic in the friendly from line, like no reply at mylibrary.com. I want to encourage you to spend 5 seconds every time you send a library email and change that friendly from line to include the name of someone, an actual person's name. Now, you don't have to actually use a real person's name. You can make something up. But there are 2 reasons why you want to change your friendly from a no reply to a person. The first reason is that it just builds a connection and it adds a human element to your emails. We are in an age of AI, and libraries should be leaning into what makes them unique, which is the humans that work there. When you put a person's name in the friendly from, you're building a connection. You're reinforcing the idea that there's an actual person who puts that newsletter or email together, who has created that content with the patron in mind, not a robot. If you use a real person that works at your library, you can also, there could be this thing where the person who reads the email then comes into the branch, sees the badge or name tag of the person whose name was in the friendly from, and recognizes them. The second reason has to do with the algorithm for emails. There is an algorithm that decides where in the inbox your library email lands. If someone is using an Apple or Gmail account to sign up for your emails, there's promotional tabs in those email boxes. And if you put a real person's name in the friendly from, you are more likely to bypass the promotional tab and land in the actual inbox. I am a huge fan of marketing expert Ann Handley. And in one of her bi-weekly newsletters, she talked more about how to do your friendly from and why you should make it somebody's name. I'm going to drop a link to that newsletter down below so you can read it. And I'm curious, do you change the friendly from in your library emails, or do you leave it as a no reply? Let's start a conversation about it. Do you have worries or concerns about doing this? I want to hear about it. Let me know down in the comments. And that's it for this episode of the Library Marketing Show. But my channel is full of other tips for library marketing. If you want to keep learning, and I hope you do, head to this next video. I'll see you there.